Hello, everyone. So today I thought we'd talk about self-care again. I know, but it is self-care Saturday. I do spa Sunday and mass Monday, so I kind of wanted to start a self-care Saturday on my channel because I've made a lot of just self-care videos in the past, usually when I do spa Sunday. But I thought I'd educate you guys today on what self-care is and why it's important and things like that. It's important when it comes to mental health, dealing with autism, dealing with brain injuries. There are actually 8 areas of self-care. So there's your physical self-care, your mental health self-care, emotional self-care, environmental self-care, financial self-care, social self-care, and your spiritual self-care. Which sounds like a lot to cover. But basically, self-care is the act of engaging in different activities to gain or maintain an optimum level of overall health that can add to your well-being. It's something that seems really simple, but it often gets ignored. You have to kind of intentionally plan self-care into your everyday life in whatever area you need. So sometimes self-care for me emotionally is going to the beach because I'm drained. I'm emotionally drained. I'm mentally drained. I just need to be around the water, and that helps me feel calm. That's part of my emotional self-care. So basically, if you're feeling drained a lot, mentally, physically, emotionally, it is likely because you are neglecting one area of self-care or another. And if you tend to that, it can be a big help. Without self-care, people can get prolonged and really bad chronic stress. Now, stress is not good for the body when you have too much of it. It can definitely make us fatigued, and you get to the point where your health is at risk, or you become easily frustrated, easily overwhelmed. Something so teeny will make you really irritated, and sometimes simple tasks will seem like mountains to move, It'll seem like they're really difficult to do, and you'll feel very unproductive. So it's very important to know the different forms of self-care so that you can kind of go over the areas that you're lacking in that need maybe a little bit more intention and engagement. So yeah, and self-care should be something that is a non-negotiable habit. You definitely want to make sure you're planning it. The more you rest and you take care of yourself, the better you're going to feel, and you're going to be the healthiest version of you. It allows you to maintain a healthy relationship with yourself and love yourself. And self-care looks different to everyone. But like I've already explained, like the different areas. So like physical self-care could be eating a healthy and nourishing meal. It could be taking a probiotic or multivitamin daily. It could be moving your body, like walking, running, working out, exercising, drinking water, getting good sleep, sitting in the sun and getting your vitamin D, spending time in nature, a soothing hot bath, or a shower. For your mental health, it could be learning a new skill or language. That is really good to kind of help you grow mentally and stimulate your mind. It could be setting big intentional goals or mini personal. It could be reading self-help books or personal growth books or books that are going to help you improve on you. Journaling, practicing gratitude, saying, I am thankful for this day. I'm waking up, I'm in a good mood, I'm happy. It could be, stepping away from social media, playing a game of chess or Uno or whatever game you may like that's going to stimulate your mind, and practicing positive thinking. Don't stay stuck in the negative. And that's very hard to do, but it's possible. For emotional health care, it could be setting healthy boundaries. spending time by yourself with no distractions. Sometimes I just need me time where I step away from everyone and I just care for me, and that's okay. Journaling also fits into there. You can journal your feelings. You can speak to a therapist. Sometimes you just need a good cry. That can actually be a part of self-care. Practicing self-love, writing down your positive affirmations, asking for help. For me, emotional self-care is sometimes just going to the beach and sitting there and watching the wave. So like environmental self-care would be like making your bed every morning, traveling for a change of scenery, maybe organizing your space a little bit and tidying, maybe going through your wardrobe and decluttering some of it, heading to a coffee shop. Maybe you're exploring somewhere new, you've got your headphones on, you're listening to your favorite jam, and setting maybe a calm mood in the afternoon, which is going to get you into the right space to sleep. So yeah, it's basically kind of being in the right environment for you to truly thrive, having a clutter-free space, keeping organized and things like that. Financial self-care might be investing in your future, setting financial goals, keeping a budget. Use a money app to keep track of finances if you need to, saving money, looking at clearance when you're shopping instead of paying full price, or thrifting, or looking for deals, dealing with debt head on, maybe paying your bills, writing down positive money affirmations, even maybe just listening to any news that comes out about like financial or money related things. And that one's a difficult one. Budgeting is so hard for me. I set a goal for like the amount of dolls or toys that I buy each month, like a budget for that, that I don't go over. That is part of me setting those healthy money boundaries. And then social self-care. What does that involve, you might be wondering? And that is maybe form new personal and professional relationships. Get out there, talk to people, stay connected, hang out with your friends, message a friend, maybe tell them, hey, I'm grateful for you and this is why. Having those positive, healthy interactions with friends, limiting time with negative people. If somebody is bringing you down, you do not need that, boo. You take your space from them. Limit your time with them. You reach out to your support systems. Maybe that's your mom, your therapist, your doctor, your whoever it is that supports you. Set healthy boundaries. Ask for help if you need it. Maybe ending a relationship completely with somebody that is just toxic to you. Spend time with family, friends. Maybe building a community online that you're part of. Maybe you join a support group. Maybe go out in the community and get to know your community and the small businesses. Writing letters to friends. And then there's recreational self-care. So you might go traveling, watch Netflix, having a pamper day where you do your nails and you do your little face mask. Or where you get creative and you paint and you color, you do a puzzle, you spend some time in nature, you read a book or a comic book or magazine or a manga or whatever you like. Or you play like some Monopoly, you get out that sorry board game and you boot your friend all the way back to home. Join maybe classes, art classes, exercise classes, things that kind of keep you busy. Spiritual self-care doesn't just mean religion. It can be yoga, meditating, spending time in nature. Sometimes it can include religion. You could go to a place of worship, no matter what that place of worship is for you. Maybe mapping out your core values, like what is important to me, what do I value? Like I have good family values, things like that. Dedicating time to really self-reflect. I did this today, what could I have done differently? But doing it in a healthy way where you solve problems and you work towards improving you. And then, maybe manifestation. Maybe you write down the things you want in the future. Maybe you learn more about astrology. Whatever is something that is spiritual for you. So yeah, time to like nourish the soul. And that is different for everyone as well. You may not worship in a place of religion. For you, it might be spending time in nature. For me, it might be yoga. I like a bit of yoga. They used to do it at like the waterfront, and it was free on a certain day in Gardiner, and I used to go. But yeah, and maybe make a self-care plan if you're finding it difficult to like manage work or like manage a routine or anything. It's not considered, self-care isn't indulgence. It's about literally taking care of you. Which I find that is so important. So yeah, there's so much you can do. You could even just like have a cup of tea. That is good self-care. Take a bath, a shower. And if you're finding that it's difficult to do all of those things, don't worry about it. Do a few of them. Do what you can do, and slowly you'll start to feel better and do more. But that is basically what self-care is. And I wanted to explain it because it is so much more than just doing your nails and getting gussied up, And if you enjoyed this video and you would like to see more of them, give me a thumbs up and a like, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everyone.